You're gonna feel like you're in a musical by yourself. Like,
I promised myself I'd be open to any possibility. This seems like it's the one.
What is one scene in Emily in Paris that you think the show should be known for?
Ooh, honestly, when Emily gives the middle finger to the suitor on the steps at the Paris Opera House and just looks so fly, and she's just like, no, dude.
Since you're a professor of science, I'm sure you won't have any trouble recognizing this one.
I loved it. I feel like that was, you know, and then she goes upstairs and gives that speech about being a basic bitch, and I just think that it's like, so bold and brave of her to have done, and I just think that that encapsulates who Emily is.
She really says a lot of things that I want to say out loud.
Yeah. I think she does for me too. I'm like, did you just say that?
Without basic bitches like me, you wouldn't be fashionable.
What scene do you think Emily in Paris should be known for?
Wow. I think we have to find a good location first.
And something that kind of summarizes
Eiffel Tower is not bad, no?
Yeah, Eiffel Tower, yeah. When you mean not all of Eiffel Tower.
He means the sex position.
Eiffel Tower. When we go to the rest.
We don't pick
Actually, both.
Don't pick that one.
Please put your hands down.
Probably the first kiss between Emily and Gabrielle.
Oh, yeah.
Their first kiss. It was so innocent. We didn't know he had a girlfriend.
Yeah.
Because back there, life was so easy.
Yeah.
I guess an iconic moment is like her like opening, oh, looks like the Moulin Rouge or something like that.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Oh my God, I feel like Nicole Kidman in Moulin Rouge.
No, actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with Emily falling off the Eiffel Tower.
When? Why can't I remember that?
I think that's.
Oh, it was in her dream. I was like, oh my God, I thought you meant for real.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
I completely missed that.
Emily just trying to figure everything out as she goes.
Wake up!
There's some good scenes. I can talk about this season when Emily and Gabrielle are dancing at the ball and everybody's sort of like they're dancing and the world disappears and they just sort of like are in their little bubble. And that was like such a cool shot to create and craft, and it was such a great romantic moment between the two of them that I think the audience has been waiting for so long.
We certainly with Lily tried our best to step up the connection and our
eye contact.
Yes, intense eye contact.
Yeah. It's like you see it and it happens in that connection and it's like, wow. It's almost like it's so intimate you just want to look away.
Yeah, they shot it like this. They were just
we're like, we can't look. Yeah, it's closed set. They're looking at each other.
Seems like it was a pretty big deal.
What show would you love to do a crossover with?
Okay, so I would say the obvious but also genuine answer is gonna be Sex and the City, just because naturally I feel like there's a lot of crossover there.
Oh, we're saying, I mean, Sex and the City too.
Sex and the City.
The obvious is Sex and the City, but
It's obvious, yeah.
Why does everyone keep saying that?
because it's true.
We've been talking about earlier about having Kim Cattrall manifesting her presence on Emily in Paris, but it would imply that there's a substantial role for her to take on and also her to say yes to that idea. But I've been floating all day and dreaming about that opportunity, and I hope it happens.
Here's hoping. Darren did a show called Grosse Pointe that sadly never ended up becoming many more seasons than the first, but I loved watching it, and I feel like there's weirdly some kind of meta combination of the two, like this, like the world behind the world, like Emily's doing marketing and it's the world behind the advertising, and then that was like the world behind filming, and so I feel like there might be a cool crossover there, so maybe like resurrecting that show would be great.
Maybe that is a good idea.
I would like The Bear. Wait, what were we talking? What was that one show that we? Oh my gosh, it's not a burglar. He's like,
Lupin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We were saying it'd be so funny if like we were just like having coffee outside, and then he was like, "Oh, I need the purse," and he like takes the purse, and we're like, "What the heck?" Okay, whatever.
Let's get roped into one of the heists.
Lupin should like come and steal some very expensive product that we represent from a brand that we represent. That would be like.
And then I would go and try to find.
Yeah, and like that, like a Lupin versus Sylvie.
Emily becomes Pontomet.
Yeah.
A sort of detective.
I mean, is that really so crazy?
I would love to mix it with Californication. Like Hank Moody in Paris, and they have to team up because he's like releasing a book and she has to put it out there.
Interesting. Yeah, I mean, like that's
And
a
that's a no.
No, I like Californication. Yeah.
You are way more excited about this than you should be.
What is something that the writers have incorporated from a real conversation or like your personality that was written into your character?
Some about his dialogue, because we've not got any English writers on the show, so I think when we hang out sometimes certain things I'll say definitely kind of get picked up in the writing camp. Blimey, this place is posh. Gosh, I've really got to catch myself when I'm talking sometimes. Because I might see it in the next episode. I can spend the next 2 hours telling you every little thing about me.
I think it's stuff they see but we don't know about ourselves. They see stuff and they just put it in, and then we go, oh wow, that's so close to me, right?
Yeah.
There's that line which says, I'm not a victim in season 4. That's really something that I feel about my life and myself. And when they put it, I was like,
Non, je suis pas une victime. J'ai travaillé toute ma vie pour en arriver là. Je voulais construire mon histoire, pas être dans la sienne.
I have a line this season, it's we are too connected for good cinema. Today you couldn't make that film. There's GPS. You can track people's cell phones. We are too connected for good cinema. And because Luke is a little bit old-fashioned with old cinema and that stuff, and I'm definitely like that, you know, I think the same thing. So I think the authors listen to us sometimes and pick them, as Philippine says.
You can relate, no?
I am a very organized person and sometimes quite type A. And so I think that there are moments within the show when Emily is a bit more type A or put together or OCD, and that's definitely Lily coming out. And then it only gets heightened because I'm putting it into the character, and then it makes me in real life move things around. I'm like, okay, let's just not. I can't help it. Yeah, I mean, it kind of goes both ways. I think whenever Ashley and I are together, it's hard to remember if it's Ashley and Emily or, sorry, exactly, see, I do it. Ashley or Lily, Mindy or Emily, because sometimes the conversations get so muddled that we're like, was that us or were those the lines?
Okay, my head is just completely spinning.
If you could look back at when you first came into season 1, what is a little teaser that you would give yourself for your experience?
You're gonna feel like you're in a musical by yourself. At some point, good luck.
I would be like, ha! You ain't ready, man. I just say that and then leave.
And then he has to deal with the fallout.
Be ready to be surprised, yeah.
And it's strange because at the end of the first season, Darren said to me, Bruno, this show is gonna change your life and maybe your career. And I say, oh yes, all the producers say that, and he was right.
You're definitely in for a wild ride. But learn how to pack a suitcase better, because you're gonna be going places and you're gonna have enough stuff to take you around the world. She's got a lot coming for her, and I don't think she's prepared for it.